Hello, my dear students. I hope you are doing well. Today I'm gonna teach you to the present perfect time. Okay, go on. The lesson plan is organizing time, the main part, and the final stage. Aim of this lesson, the subject, to create informative and organizational conditions for the study of new material on the topic present perfect. Developing, to promote the development of attention, intellectual and the cognitive abilities of students. Okay, many of my students ask me the ways of using the present perfect time and the definition. The definition of the present perfect tense. The present perfect is used to indicate the link between the present and the past. The time of the action is before now, but not specified, and we are often more interested in the result than in the action itself. Present perfect forms. Present perfect forms. Form of the present perfect is have has auxiliary verb. Yeah, that is to say, auxiliary verb have has plus past participle. That is to say, the third form of the verb. It's if it's an irregular verb. If it's a regular, of course, ed endings. And the questions are indicated by inverting the subject and have has. Negative are made with not. Yeah, as in all languages, in English language, there are also three sentences. There are statement, questions, and negative. Statements, we have seen that movie many times. There is example. Have has the auxiliary verb of the present perfect time and seen the irregular verb third form. You have seen that movie many times. Question: have you ever seen that movie many times? In the questions, we can make the sentence with the help of have and has at the initial part of the sentence. And the negative sentence we can make with the help of word not. You have not seen that movie many times. Have not and has not. Haven't and hasn't. The present perfect is used to describe. It's a time between the past and the present. An action can be an action or situation, yeah, can be started in the past and continues in the present. Still doing, yeah. I have lived in Bristol since 1984 and I still do it. An action performed during a period that has not yet finished. She has been to the cinema twice this week, and the week isn't over yet, it's continuing. A repeated action in an unspecified period between the past and the now. We have visited Portugal several times. An action that was completed in the very recent past, impressed by just. We can use the word just. I've just finished my work. The words like just, since, for you can use at the present perfect time. An action when the time is not important. He has read War and Peace. Here we can show the result. The result of his reading is important at the perfect time. At the perfect time, it's important to know the result of the action. Okay, there are some examples. I've been to France. I've been to France. This sentence means that you've had the experience of being in France. Maybe you've been there once or several times. It's not important. Important is that you've been to France. I have been to France 3 times. You can add the number of times at the end of the sentence. For example, I've never been to France. This sentence means that you've not had the experience of going to France. I think I have seen that movie before. He has never traveled by train. John has studied 2 foreign languages. Have you ever met him? No, I have not met him. I've seen that film before. I've played the guitar ever since I was a teenager. He has written 3 books and he is working on another one. We often use that verb ever to talk about experience up to the present. My last birthday was the worst day I've ever had. My and we use never for the negative form. For example, have you ever met George? Yes, but I have never met his wife. Here you should remember that you cannot use the present perfect with specific time expressions such as yesterday, 1 year ago, last week, yeah, because of these words are very close with the past simple time. When I was a child, when I lived in Japan, at the moment, that day, one day, etc. We can use the present perfect with unspecific expressions such as ever, never, once, many times, several times, before, so far, already, yet, and etc. Here you should be careful when using the present perfect time. I've seen that film yesterday. It's impossible to say with the words yesterday and I've seen that film yesterday. No, it's incorrect. We have just bought a new car last week. It's impossible. When we were children, we've been to California. Have you seen Helen today? Have you seen Helen today? We have bought a new car this week. We've bought a new car this week. That is to say, today and this week, not over yet. Okay? This final stage. This lesson will help English language learners understand when and how to use the present perfect tense, as well as illustrate differences between simple past and present perfect. Partner activities as well as individual activities are provided. I hope in a real life you can use the present perfect time, and I hope that this lesson was very interesting for you. Thank you for your attention. Hope see you soon. Bye.